we had an adventure with a curse and some undead bees. You guys wandered into the lost tomb of Caim and found Brysis, who was not pleased, or possibly could have been pleased. It was hard to tell. She, however, had gone from a powerful, possibly benevolent sorcerer to a pretty angry wraith in death. Callie was cursed when you all attempted to open the fake tomb. However, after you killed the wraith that was Bryce's, the curse was lifted. You all found a ton of loot. Callie now has a magical sword. And you all decided to go back up to the entryway and take a rest.
Cool. Then I'm going to hit my button.
Yep, go right ahead.
Yay!
I get to hit that button.
I get my spells. Woohoo! And also, I'm gonna attune to the sword.
Okay.
During that time.
So you sit and you feel this brush across your mind as a voice reaches out. Hello.
Oh goodness. Hi.
You are pure in spirit. I am glad that you have found me.
That's good. Are you?
Pure of spirit?
Yes.
I would like to believe so.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Not a cursed sword. So,
I am glad that you were able to find me here. I've been stuck here for so long.
oh, were you the one that was trying to talk earlier?
I believe so.
Like you
I've been trying to call out
Yeah.
for ages.
How did you get down here?
I was gifted to the sorceress
Oh,
in her last days.
and then you've just been kind of stuck down here ever since?
Yes. The tomb used to be floating among the clouds,
Mm-hmm.
but when the city fell, we plunged to the earth and then below it.
Mm-hmm.
It has been difficult.
I'm sure. Well, now you get to hang out with me. So,
I am glad that I will be of service to you.
okay, yeah. Are you okay with killing stuff?
So long as they need killing, I am all for it.
Okay, cool. Great. Fantastic. Okay. I have a new sword, you guys. And it talks.
Woohoo!
Alright, so Dawnbringer, I know you read it, but Dawnbringer has an intelligence of 12, wisdom of charisma of 14. It offers it. So
Cool.
it can also read.
Hold it over a
So
book.
just hold it over a book and it'll be like, oh good, turn the next page.
I love it.
Alright.
Okay.
Also, while it's attuned to you, it knows every language you know. So if you would to speak to it in a different language, you could, as long as you know it, it knows it.
Cool.
All right. Keep in mind that it is sunlight,
Mm-hmm.
and that there are a lot of creatures in the Underdark that are sensitive to sunlight.
Stool. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just keep it in mind.
Okay. Okay. Putting in notes. Be careful of Stool with sword.
Throw a blanket over him.
That is fair. You guys have many cloaks, and I believe someone stole sheets off of Ilvara's bed.
Yeah, that was Bloom. Did
That
we
was not
save
Bloom
those?
because Bloom wasn't in this game.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Wrong
I'm sorry.
campaign.
Cash.
Yeah, but I believe you still have it in the bag of holding.
Cool.
So yeah. Okay.
Alright, so you are attuned to a sword. The sword is neutral good, I believe.
Nice. Callie's also neutral good. For now.
Yeah, for now. Alright. So, everyone go ahead and hit your long rest. Callie, if you wouldn't mind controlling the ale.
Sure.
Just kind of having her go with you. And Travis, don't make me regret giving you control of Mikey.
Okay.
I'll give you Mikey and Raph so that you can move both of them. Or I can move them. It doesn't matter.
Are you giving me their sheets, or do I need to rejoin?
Oh, no, I got it. I'm gonna
Okay.
give you access to them. It'll just take me a second.
Sure. No problem.
Would you please relax?
Kitty.
Child. Alright. So, edit.
I do not have access to Mikey.
Yeah, I know. I don't see you on the thingy.
Should be under a bell. Belle.
Oh, there you are. Got it. Okay. Alright, now you should have access to Mikey.
Okay. I see the button. Okay.
Alright. And Fargus has just kind of been over in the corner, just... He's not trembling anymore, which is good, but he's not looking at any of you. He's just kind of looking at the Zircon that Yael gave him.
I don't have Raph right now either.
I know. Give me a second.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you were aware that you had the button.
We're off. We already are. We're not even in the same state. We're doing pretty good. Alright. So, after your long rest, what would you guys like to do?
We should probably head out back to the web place.
Yeah, we should probably get the hell out of here.
Probably a good plan. I don't trust the undead. Jimjar pipes up. I'm not familiar enough to trust that they won't simply regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Let's go.
Bella says around a mouthful of mushroom.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys slowly make your way out of the tomb. This tomb that has not seen living beings, or at least living beings so far that made it all the way in and all the way back out in millennia.
Yay! We can put, like, first on top of it.
I love it. As you make your way out, it seems as though the diorama of Chrysis over here, it feels as though the eyes watch you as you make your way to the exit and close the door behind you. At this point, Fargus kind of shakes himself out of his stupor. All right, this way. Going back to the Silken Paths. Never coming back here again. If there's any other treasure, they can keep it.
Okie dokie, let's go.
Alright, so he leads you all back. It takes a couple of hours. Like, it takes about 3 hours to get back to the Silken Paths. But you all meet back up with what's his name?
I am fixing Raph's sheet for him and you as well.
Okay. The gelatinous Blobby. Blobbert, you meet back up with Blobbert because that's literally the only name that I can think of.
It's Glabagool.
Glabagool. Oh my gosh. Meet back up with Glabagool, who was waiting on the ledge. You find anything?
Yeah, we got some stuff.
I am glad.
And we didn't die, which is good.
That is good.
Okay.
If you had, I would have gone and gotten you.
Aw. That's
You
sweet.
could have lived here with me and my friend. And he sort of wiggles, and you see the armor and the skeleton just kind of float by.
Great. Yeah. Fantastic.
1d6
Okay.
plus 2.
I think
Alright.
we're gonna try and go to the Durgar city.
Sounds like a plan. I will go as far as I feel wise.
Okay.
I do not know that the Durgar will appreciate me going out there. They are very stern people.
Yeah. That's what we've heard.
At that point, Jim Jar kind of pipes up. Yep, can't take a joke. The Durgar, very angry, and he makes a face of like just almost blank, but then kind of wrinkling his nose. Very angry people,
Mm-hmm.
but always fun to cause a little bit of ruckus. They need something interesting in their lives.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Question. How long did it take for you to get kicked out?
I will have you know that it took at least 2 days.
Oh my goodness. That's some restraint. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. You can get back in though, as long as you know how to talk to people.
Okay.
But shall we be on our way?
Yes, let's.
All right. I'm gonna say you guys are starting to run low on rations, food. You have the decanter of endless water, so you are good on that front.
Mhm.
But food itself is starting to get pretty low.
Okay.
So you guys head back out onto the silken paths. Grabagool goes back up to the ceiling, just kind of like a snail, leaves a little bit of slime behind as he goes up. And sort of follows you from a little bit of a distance. Who's leading?
I will.
All right. Fargus is going to be right there with you, so that he can kind of direct where to go. And you guys head off. With the Fargus helping you, you guys are able to find the actual pathways a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas before you were kind of just figuring out where to put your feet and which web would be strongest to hold you. With Fargus's help, you actually find like pathways.
Okay, cool.
That seem to be regularly used. So you guys head out, and Callie, go ahead and make a perception check. Just as you guys, as you're leading your group.
Okay. That is 18.
All right. Looking around, I'm assuming someone has light up.
I have my sword.
Oh, yes, okay. So you have your sword out. Looking around, you every now and then you'll see a clump of webbing, which looks very familiar to where you found Fargus. You get the feeling something's wrapped up in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can investigate them, or you can just walk by them.
Do they look like they're moving at all?
Not from what you can tell. They look pretty still.
I would say we should keep going.
Alright, so you pass by a couple of those. As you're walking, at one of them you see an arm sticking out, and it's just sort of, it looks emaciated, the skin just sort of sticking to the bone. You get the feeling it's been dead for a while. What's that for?
I'm fixing his hit points, I think.
Oh, okay.
The ranger's a D10.
Yeah, Ranger is a D10.
But the bear, which he's based on, is a D8.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? We're doing we're doing the bear?
I genuinely do not remember.
Okay.
So, go ahead and make another perception check.
Okay.
You managed to get through and avoiding what seems to be possible high spider areas. You managed to avoid those.
Okay, so that is 15.
15. All right. So walking again, you spot another sort of clump of webbing, and it shines a little bit as you pass. As the light from your sword reaches it, it sort of parts of it that are sticking through the webbing just sort of glimmer and shine.
Okay. Do we want to go after the shinies?
So pieces of the webbing are shiny?
No, whatever is wrapped up in the webbing is shining.
How far away is it?
About 20 feet to your left.
I'll stay. I'll go check it out.
Okay.
I go check it out.
Alright, so you go check it out. You walk over, what do you do? Do you reach out to grab it? Do you just look at it?
I'm just looking at it.
Make a perception check. Or, yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. So you're just looking.
You know what? I don't trust these dice.
Yeah.
With this dice. That is 18.
Alright, it appears to be a chest.
A chest?
A chest. It is wrapped up in the webbing, but you can clearly see the the edges of it and part of a lock.
Part of a lock. Okay. Can I try very gently to kind of saw very slowly through the webbing around it?
Sure, go ahead. Make a dexterity check. Just straight dex.
Okay.
See if you can handle getting around it.
Could someone come over here and possibly just hold on to it so that it doesn't fall into the precipice below if I manage to cut it out?
I can do that.
Okay.
Alright. Vola, you go over.
14 on my dex check.
Alright, so very carefully and very slowly you start cutting through the webbing that is surrounding it.
Yeah, so 48.
Vola, you come over and you reach out and you grab onto the chest to hold it. And you can't move your hands.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Great.
And it is going to... See, let me pull it up. You are considered grappled,
Oh yay.
Vola.
Shit. It was a
Yeah.
trap. I figured.
Yeah. That's why you had someone else grab it. Alright, and it is going to...
No, I literally, I just did not... I was going to try to cut it free, but then I thought, okay, if I cut it free, and nobody's holding it, it's going to bloop out from
Yep.
the bottom. So, I'll go
Yeah,
loose.
It is going to attack you.
Thanks.
Oh, the chest.
It's a
Yeah.
I thought she was stuck in the web.
No, she's
the
stuck in the
Oh,
chest.
fucking mimics, man. Fucking mimics.
Love you guys. Alright,
Fucking...
Why did you have to tempt us with the shinies?
because I'm terrible. Alright,
Okay,
So,
can you
Vola,
look at
that's-
Raph's sheet
that's
for
an-
me real quick? And tell me
Uh-huh.
if you approve. Actually, I think I should drop that down one. So, his AC before adding his proficiency bonus, because
Uh-huh.
Ranger, was 15.
mhm.
So, adding proficiency bonus because Ranger and Magic Pet brings it to 17. Is that legal? Or is that approved?
I mean, if that's how it is, then yeah.
Okay. Now, the bear itself was AC 11 to begin with,
Uh-huh.
but I
Yeah.
think we were upping that because Shell. I think. I don't know, I wasn't in on that decision.
I was giving it I was kind of basing it off of the
Tortle?
turtle.
Okay.
So whatever the turtle the natural AC is, that's what that AC is.
Natural AC for Turtle is 17.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Then why is he wearing armor? Why is Raph wearing armor then?
He shouldn't be wearing armor. Turtles can't wear armor.
Okay, well then he's not wearing armor and his natural AC is 17.
Okay.
That's so weird.
I just want to get this right. So his natural AC would be 17. But because
Uh-huh.
he's a ranger pet, he adds his proficiency bonus to his AC. So that would bring him to a
okay,
19.
I'm confused. Who are we looking at? We're looking at Raph.
the turtle, the
Okay.
four-legged.
Gotcha.
I carry the mushroom. Turtle.
Okay, we'll leave it at 17.
Okay, I'll just leave it there, not touching it. Now, at the next, yeah, okay. I'm gonna shut up and click the button because he's done.
I don't remember what animal what I based Raph on for the pet.
It looks like the bear, but it was altered a little bit because turtle. So
Right.
the bear's dexterity went way down from a 10 to a 7, so he's at a -2 dex. The intelligence and charisma are the same. Everything else is the same.
Right. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, because he's not a turtle, we'll say that natural AC is the 15, and
Okay.
then proficiency bonus, and then as it goes up, we'll add on to the armor class.
Yeah. Okay. So that still leaves him at 17. So we're just
Yes.
Yeah, we're good there.
Okay. Gosh.
Right.
Thinking. The
I
world.
know, right? How dare you make the DM think? But, Vola, that's a natural 19 to hit you. As the mimic attacks. Plus natural 19 plus 5. So yeah, 24.
Oh yeah, that hit me without all that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you are going to get 8. So that is 8 plus 3. So you take 11 acid damage, or bludgeoning damage,
Ooh.
as it just slams into you and attaches itself to your hands.
Thanks.
I love you, Vola.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Hold on, let me bring it up.
You said the thing is 20 feet away?
Yes, it's about 20 feet away. So, hold
Okay.
on, let me clear the list, and then I will make a thing.
Okay.
All right.
Rolled 24.
So,
He has
yeah.
advantage.
Yeah. And then Raph just goes on Mikey's turn. So about 20 feet away. Zoom out. So just using this map as kind of placeholder.
Hold on. Okay. And then I also add my wisdom. I think.
Oh, no, I am not Vola's voice today.
No,
Hey, guys.
you're not.
My hand's stuck.
That's not how she sounds. She's
All right.
not stupid.
I didn't say she was stupid. She's a orcus. Orc lady.
You shut up.
All right, the purple square is the mimic because I don't have a token.
Okay.
All right, but mimic is. Let's see, in the Jim Jar to roll initiative. And the mimic is going to roll initiative. Not great. All right.
It's better than mine.
It's no. The mimic rolled a 6 for initiative.
Hmm. Well, not so much worse than mine.
Alright, so how do I add a initiative for something? Just like round 1, round 2, whatever, just so I can keep track of it. You're muted.
If you go into like where the descending and shit is on the turn
Yep.
order settings, there's a box where you can type a name in,
Okay,
and then you can just type its number there
cool.
after it's in the order. Are you able to see the stats for a Mimic?
Yeah, I have them up.
Okay.
I just don't have a token for it.
Okay.
It's all
Do
good.
you have access to the bestiary? I can show you how to make one.
I don't know.
You should.
No idea.
If you go to the compendium and type in Mimic, and then you can just drag it onto the map.
Yeah, I tried to do that last time with
Yeah,
the
it's kind of broken,
thing.
but I'll show you how to fix it. So it'll open up a blank character page.
Uh-huh.
Or did that work?
Oh, actually it worked. Holy crap.
Yes, they fixed it. Sweet.
Alright. Cool, so there's the Mimic.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah. It is an angry, angry Mimic. I don't know why. He's just had a bad day.
You'd think he was having a good day since, like, they're people.
Yeah.
And he's stuck in a web.
Alright. So, who's up first? Callie, you are up first. You see Vola and Bella walk over, and Bella slowly start cutting the chest out of it. Vola reaches up, puts her hands in, and then you see the chest sort of just slam into her and pull her forward.
Okay, question.
Mhm.
Would you say that it has already acted in this combat?
I'm gonna say it got a surprise round, so no.
Okay. Okay. Because I get an advantage if it hasn't
Right.
acted yet, so. So I have the advantage?
Yes.
Okay, can I reach it if I go up to it?
Yes, you can reach it because it is 20. It's 20 feet away, so you would just have to carefully kind of move in between or around Bella or Vola.
Don't touch it.
But
Okay.
I'll say yes, you can reach it.
Okay. Oh, but do I want to shoot it or do I want to hit it? I kind of want to hit it though. Then I'll get my sword stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Okay. I'll bop there and shoot it twice with my crossbow.
All right, go right ahead.
Okay, no, that's the ill sheet.
The pain of having more than one character sheet. It's a pain in the butt.
And since this is my first round of combat, I get 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
1d8. Okay. Okay. 1.
Yeah, that
Two.
definitely hits. The 25 hits, and the 14 hits also.
Okay, and it also gets another 1d8 of damage because first round.
Oh, goodness.
Rangers.
Yeah. Rangers are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love Rangers so much. Ranger's my favorite class ever since
Yeah.
I'm gonna cycle through all of the classes and then I'm gonna come back to Ranger. Alright, so it takes 11, 17, 21 damage. Damn.
I'm so looking
So-
forward to playing Bulldozer as a ranger
Yeah,
with anger
Rangers
issues.
are awesome.
Okay.
So you stand back and you knock a couple of bolts into your crossbow and you just shoot it twice, and both bolts connect right above where Vola's hands are stuck. And the mimic just kind of, you hear it squeal as it sort of rears back a little bit, pulling Vola with it.
Okay.
Is that it? I believe you have like 15 feet of movement left.
I think I'm gonna hang out here.
Alright. It's Mikey's turn.
Yeah. Mikey is going to take a couple of steps forward, theoretically. And he also is going to... He only gets one attack because pet. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He is going to cast Heavy Crossbow.
He's gonna cast Heavy Crossbow. That definitely hits.
Okay.
So he also knocks a bolt and just fires, and it whizzes right by Bella's hair. Your hair flutters as it goes by and just slams into the mimic.
And then Raph was going to go up and is going to start to charge at the thing. Mikey's like, no, don't touch it.
Why is
And
that
he's
all of
gonna
your
stop.
character voices?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
They're all dumb and retarded.
No, Raph, don't touch it! Okay. And he stops.
Alright.
And that's his turn.
Okay, it is Jim Jar's turn. And he is going to move up right here. And he'll move to about right here. So he has line of sight. And he is going to cast the pain of having multiple character sheets.
Right?
He's going to cast he's just going to cast Eldritch Blast. Yeah. Alright, so Eldritch Blast going to...
Don't hurt me.
Well, I would never hurt one beautiful as you, Vola. Don't you worry. That is going to hit for... Alright, so this like sparkling purple energy gathers in Jimjar's hand, and he just releases it. And it goes right... It almost seems like it's going to hit you, Bella, and then it sort of arcs around you in like this swirling pattern and slams into the side of the mimic.
Interesting. I kind of look back over my shoulder at Jimjar and
He gives you a wink.
give him a smile.
Alright, and that's all he's gonna do. He's going to step back here so that other people can... Well, actually, he's gonna go right here so that other people can do their thing. And Bella, it is your turn.
Okay, good. I fixed it. Okay, sorry.
You got me in this mess. Get me out.
My thing was doing weird shit. Okay, so... I am going to cast... Booming Blade. And smash into it with my sword.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. 28 misses.
Are you sure?
Alright.
Is it
so-
stuck?
For 16 damage. Yes, as soon as you make contact, you cannot pull your blade back. Hold on. Yes. So as soon as you make contact, your blade is stuck to whatever this creature is.
I told you not to touch it.
Okay, so it looks like to dismiss it, it would be.
But
Would you say I could dismiss it as a bonus action, or because it says it's an action to create it, so to bring it back?
I would say then, if it's an action to bring it forth, it's an action to get rid of it.
Shit. Okay. Then with my mobile feature, I'm going to take a step back, so that I'm no longer in melee with it.
You leave your sword there?
Yeah.
Alright. So you step back with your sword just kind of sticking up like a really weird hairpiece.
Okay. But it is vibrating with thunderous energy.
Alright, that it is. Vola, it is your turn.
I want to try to get this thing off of me.
Alright, so you're gonna try and get out of it. Go ahead and make... is it acrobatics or is it strength? How do you do grapples?
It's
athletics.
It's
Athletics versus
contested roll,
athletics?
so the mimic's strength versus her strength, or athletics.
Alright, we'll say athletics. So go ahead and roll an athletics check. Vola. Oh, 17, yeah. So you just pull and it feels like you're losing some skin on your hands and it burns. But you manage to yank your hands back.
Stupid mimic.
Alright, I'm going to say that was your action, and you have movement, and you have a bonus action.
Let's see what I got.
I think the next time I get to choose more spells, I'm gonna have to take Eldritch Blast.
You're a warlock, right?
Yeah.
How do you not have Eldritch Blast?
Because I went with Green Flame Blade and Blooming Blade as my, damaging cantrips, and then I took Prestidigitation for utility.
Gotcha.
I don't know that there's anything else I can do.
Alright. You can just stay there. That's fine.
Because if I run away, I get an attack of opportunity.
Yep, that is true.
It was breaking away, was that her action?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Alright.
You're pretty well done, I think.
Alright, so it is Yael's turn.
Action.
Okay, Yael's gonna come up here. Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me. And she's going to cast Ray of Frost
Nice.
on the Mimic. So that's a 7
Brave Frost. That hit.
for 6.
That hit. So she, you see her hand just sort of ice over, and she extends her arm as this spike of ice just slams into the mimic. It's looking pretty rough,
Okay, and
but it is still snarling.
I think that's it for her.
Alright. It is the mimic's turn. The mimic is going to reach out to Vola because Vola is the closest.
Of course.
And it is going to attempt to bite you.
No.
So it's a 9. So that's 14. Does 14 hit?
I think so, yes. Let me double check. Yes.
Alright, so you're sort of standing there wondering what you should do, and all of a sudden you feel sharp teeth just latch onto your forearm. And you take...
Poor Vola.
Yeah, poor Vola. She takes so much damage.
How much?
You take... 5. You take 5 piercing damage, plus 2 acid damage, so 7 damage total. So you feel the pierce of the teeth into your arms, and you see blood start to run down, and then you feel the burning as whatever passes for saliva of this creature just starts burning into your arm.
Oh.
Mikey has no spells. He has not added any spells to his sheet.
That's weird.
That's lame.
I'm pretty sure that Jason is working on another character as we speak. Like,
oh, is he?
Not right now, but he's working on bringing another character. He's not too satisfied with the way Mikey's going.
Okay.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
Callie, it is your turn.
Okay, how are you doing, Vola? Do you need heals? Or
I'm down to 27.
She's not quite halfway down.
Not quite half.
okay, so you'll be okay if I hold off and shoot
Yeah.
it and kill it? Okay. I'm gonna hit it.
The teeth are just still attached into Vola's forearm, and it's just growling and snarling. Yeah, Ray of Frost. Oh wait, no. So what? Go ahead, Callie.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay, I was like Ray of Frost. I didn't know Callie had that spell.
No. Okay. Yeah, Callie's shooting it.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. So, you kind of lean around Bella and just lean up, and you hold your crossbow out and let loose your bolts, and it slams into the side of the mimic as it lets loose this horrible shriek and falls from the webbing, which seems to have been not fully attached to, especially since Bella cut some of it free, and it just falls into the abyss below.
Yay.
It is dead.
Yay.
Okay, I will heal you now.
Thank you.
I summon my sword back. Fucker.
All right. Yeah, you watch your sword just fall with the creature.
I get 12?
Ooh, dang, that's
Damn.
pretty good.
Max? Nice. Okay, so you get 12 hit points back.
Plus 12. Okay. That's better.
Yay. Okay, awesome.
All right. So after that, and this whole time, Fargus sort of stood back and was just watching. He's not getting involved. All right. So what would you like to do? You continue on your way?
Yeah, let's head back onto the path.
All right. At this point, Fargus is going to sort of jog up to meet you and continue helping to lead you across the silken paths.
Cool.
I don't know why you mess with things. You don't mess with things out here.
Bruh, you wanted us to go to a tomb. Don't even talk.
Yeah. So that was a tomb. These are the silken paths. You don't mess with things on the silken paths.
Says the guy who was caught up in a bunch of webs when we found you.
And that's why you don't mess with things.
Very true. So, you've learned your lesson.
Yeah. Ha.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. So he leads you along the pathways for another few hours. Callie, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I was like, wait, why is my perception up higher? Okay. Proficiency. Okay, we're good. So math, good lord. 22.
Alright. So at one point, you even see one of these large, hulking spiders, much larger than even Mikey, who is the largest member of your party. And you all take a little bit of extra time to go around where it seems to be forming new webbing.
Mm-hmm. It's like, no. We're
Like, no, I'm
go,
gonna
go, go.
pass. And you all continue on your way until you finally reach what seems to be the end of the pathway as you come upon another rocky ledge that has several different tunnels connected to it.
Yay. Okay. Sweet.
At this point, I'm going to say it's been just about a full day of traveling the silken paths.
Okay. Do you guys want to rest and chill for a little bit?
Yeah, if it's been a full day,
Yeah.
we should probably go ahead and rest, or see if there is a place to rest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Callie will start looking around to see if there's a place.
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, okay. 23.
Alright, yeah, you managed to find a little alcove that's not quite in any of the tunnels, but not out in the open. And you managed to squeeze all your stuff in there and all of your people as you settle down for what you assume to be the evening.
Okay, and Callie is also going to start looking around to see if she can find any, like, forage any food and stuff like that.
Okay, there's nothing around you right now.
Okay.
It just seems to be just rock and boulders and such.
Okay, so
In order to do that, you would have to go down one of the tunnels.
okay, so she'll hold off for now, but once they start moving again, she'll be on the lookout.
Okay. Alright, so everyone can go ahead and hit their long rests if you need to. Vula, you are all healed up now. Is anyone keeping watch?
Yeah, I will. Callie will.
Alright, Callie, make a perception check for your first watch.
Oh, okay. That's good. 26.
Alright, so you look around, just keeping an eye out. You, the little alcove you found is hidden by part of a larger boulder, and you sort of watch from around it, and at one point you see, if it's not the same large spider, it's one that's very similar, sort of start walking across the webbing, and you sort of hold your breath as it walks past you about 50 feet out, and then all is quiet.
Okay.
Anyone taking the next watch?
Yeah, I'll take the next watch.
Alright, and Callie, during your
I've got
time...
no vision. I'm good.
During your time on watch by yourself with your sword, she starts telling you about the history of the city that she came from and the history of the tomb and such. And just sort of just talking. You get the feeling that she hasn't had the opportunity to talk to anyone except for wraiths in a few hundred years.
Yeah, and wraiths aren't known for their conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And Callie will tell the sword a bit about, like, her family and how she ended up down here, and her brother, and everything like that, so.
Yeah. The sword swears to help you in finding your brother and getting out of the darkness.
Aww.
Alright, and you head back over. Bella, go ahead and make a perception check for your watch.
Okay. Alright, so just a +0, so that is a 3.
Nothing happens as far as you can tell. You
All quiet, guys. All
you're
quiet.
keeping an eye out and start dozing a little bit, and you kind of lean up against the boulder, and then the next thing you know, it's someone's turning over in their sleep, and you jerk awake again. Not entirely sure how long it's been, but yeah, everything's fine. Everything's great. Definitely was not sleeping on the job.
Totally wasn't.
Alright, and last watch. It can be Yael or Mikey or anyone.
Oh, okay. Well, I think.
Well, Yael does not have dark vision though. So
Yeah,
keep
she's
that in
fine.
mind.
So. Someone.
I
dark.
can.
Alright. Vola, for last watch, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Do, 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 do.
Alright, looking around you, don't really see much going on. You take out whatever gaming you have. You have cards, dice, whatever you have. You go out and play a little game with yourself, a little solitaire or whatever. Nothing seems to happen. And you all have Vola, if you want to hit your long rest so that you can have your full hit points back.
Thank you.
Yep. Alright. So you wake up the next morning, question mark? You guys have been down here long enough, and honestly, it could be any time on the outside. In the above worlds, it could be dusk when you're getting up. You don't even know. But you get up and start to continue on your way. Fargus motions for you to follow him into one of the larger tunnels, which seems to have more foot traffic from what you can tell of the wear pattern on the ground. And sort of leads you off. Alright, it's not going to take... It won't take all day to get there, but it'll take a bit.
Okay.
Now, when we get there, Gracklestug is not a place that is friendly to non-Durgar. You need to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Durgar are not happy people. They're not friendly people. Don't expect to make friends there. The best thing you can do is keep your head down and keep out of notice. He says as he turns and looks at the turtles, the very large woman with the sword, Yael with all of her jewelry, and then the small halfling.
I could probably fit it best there.
Yeah. And Jim Jar. He sort of looks over at Jim Jar and goes, at least there's one person who will be able to help me. And Jim
Would
Jar
they
says,
respond
Both
well
of you to would help.
to money? If we were
I
to pay
would
them for
not-
assistance.
I would not try to bribe any of the guards. They are not known for being... Well, they're just not known for being anything other than angry and ready to kill.
Sounds like a good plan. So what is the plan?
I go in, I made you a deal that I would help you get into the city and find the giants. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best to get you into the city. I'm going to help you find the giants. And then you and I are never going to speak again.
I bend down. I kiss him on the forehead.
Make a dex check.
what we got here, baby. That's a +2. 19.
Alright, so you bend down and you kiss him on the forehead, and he tries to jerk away, and you just kind of graze the side of his forehead as he jumps about 5 feet back. I don't know what you're going at.
I kind of
so
go
I don't
after.
like it.
I go to ruffle his hair.
He doesn't have any.
That's for being such a good friend, and I just kind of polish the top of his head then.
Don't kill people you made deals with. Don't kill people you made deals with. Don't kill people you made deals with. As he turns around and starts walking. Alright, so you guys walk on for a few hours, and you start, the tunnel starts opening up. It starts gradually getting larger as you're and you start walking. You're getting further down into the Underdark. As you walk, you notice that the tunnel just sort of has a slant to it. A couple of times it gets a little steep, and you maybe slide down a little bit, and then continue walking.
Quick question. Have we seen any Duergar up to this point?
You would have seen a couple of them in the Kuo-toa city.
Okay.
Mostly just passing through or in the markets.
Okay.
From what you saw, they are very serious people.
Cool.
No
Okay.
smiles, no smiles, just to the point, getting what they need to do, getting it done, and then continuing.
Okay.
I read their profile history thing in Mordenkainen's this week. They're just not very friendly folk.
They're not.
Dicks.
Yeah, they are not.
But I kind of don't blame them sometimes. They were captured. They were lured into the Underdark with greed by an Elder Brain, and then enslaved by Illithid for generations, and experimented on and fucked with, and then when they finally broke free, the rest of Dwarven society rejected them, called them heretics because they left their churches to Moradin unmanned, and it's been war ever since. They hate each other.
Yeah, but then they also have turned around and enslaved the Darrow and did horrible experiments on them and completely enslaved their entire race. So I don't feel too bad for them.
Yeah, they're dicks. They had to be to survive, but yeah, they're dicks. They don't deserve love.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Did I ever give you guys the picture of the Dark Lake, where kind of just what it looks like? Well, here's what it looks like, and because you can see it as you're walking, you come out of the tunnel into a larger, very, very large cavern, and off to the side, and you can see it extend further out, is the Dark Lake.
Cool.
Okay, wait, the Dark Lake is in the same Dark Lake?
Yes, as in the same Dark Lake.
Great.
So we just kind of went around the lake in a long-fashioned route?
Appears so.
Yeah, because, well, that was our goal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could have either done that, or you could have crossed the Dark Lake on some kind of boat.
With
or
the
swam.
Demogorgon.
Yeah, with the devil
With
in
the
water.
Demogorgon.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
So smart.
Yeah. Alright. And you see, as you walk, you slowly see Gracklestug come into view. probably about a mile and a half, 2 miles up.
Rastafari. Sorry, I don't, Bella remembers his name.
Fargus.
Fargus. Is it... You said the giant library is not in the town itself, right?
No, it's not in the town itself. It's around. I'm not entirely... I mean, I guess it could be. Look, I'm not taking you directly to the library. I don't know where it is. I'm taking you to the giants.
Okay, are they in town? Or can we bypass the town?
Most of them are in town.
Giants interacting with... Okay.
Look. Great, Fargus. You get some jewels, but now you gotta sit around and teach history lessons. Alright, look. A few hundred years ago, the stone giants, they came down here to the Underdark. And they met with the king. And a lot of shit happened. And then more shit happened. And then the stone giants, they swore fealty to the Steel Shadow family. The king of Gracklestone. Now, that the fealty and the loyalty has gone down through generations. So the stone giants are still loyal to the current Steel Shadow King. That's why they're in the city.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
He sort of grumbles at you.
You're so sweet. I wink at him.
He turns a little bit green and starts walking forward again. Alright. So... walking forward... Let me see, I have my notes. So what would you guys like to do? The plan for Fargus is to take you into this city.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, okay. And he stops. Alright guys, look. Once we're in the city, I can get you where you need to go. So you gotta get yourself
You're a
to
robot,
the
Mercy.
city. Fuck. You?
Hello.
Hello.
Well,
We were
it's
doing
not
so
nearly
good
as
up to this
often
point.
happening. Yeah, we were doing so well. Look, once we're in the city, I can get you where you need to go. But in the meantime, you have to get yourselves into the city. I can try and help, but I'm not a Durgar. I can only help so much.
Okay. So do they... What typically... Is it like an open city where they're just guards watching, or do you have to like give a reason why you have to go into the city?
You generally have to give some kind of reason. And you can't just go into the whole city. Non-Durgar have to stay in the Dark Lake District. It's down near the docks. It's where the markets and such are.
Okay. Great.
I can make a couple of us invisible.
I mean, I can turn into a Durgar for an hour.
You can?
I have disguise self.
Alright.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
There's a turtle and another turtle.
So I'm gonna say you guys stopped that's
Yeah.
2 or so miles back to come up with a plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, look. Another thing about the Durgar is that they're super paranoid, alright? There's no, I mean, you could try and sneak in, but they're gonna be watching us the whole time. Probably watching us on the walk up there. We've only got a little bit left of space.
I mean, do you think they'll be okay if we just generally say, hey, we're just trying to get in and get out? Like, we want to find the quickest way out, and so we can leave your city and not have to bother you?
I mean, I guess you could try it. Never actually done that before.
Because, I mean, if they don't like outsiders, then they will want the outsiders to be out as quickly as possible.
Give it a shot. It's up to you.
I mean, does anybody else have any idea?
Well, we could just be honest and say, you know, we're looking to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Kitty's talking to me in the other channel.
Yeah.
We could try to barter. Our way out, or barter for information.
Mm-hmm.
That'll probably work inside the city.
Okay,
Yeah.
to get
Let's-
into the city,
We just say we want to find information about how to get out.
yeah, we are looking for information. We are looking to see their wonderful city and peruse their markets.
I think that's laying it on a little bit too much.
Okay,
They seem like a very straightforward people.
we want to go to the market and perhaps buy some information.
Yeah, we'll just start off with, hey, we heard you guys know how to get out of the Underdark. Tell us how to get out of the Underdark and we'll leave.
Yeah, that too.
And then we can figure it out from there. I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay, what are people's charisma scores?
Mine's actually pretty decent. I'm a +5. I have a +8 to persuasion.
Mine's a +8.
Oh, nice. Okay.
To persuasion?
Persuasion?
For charisma.
How do you have a +8 to charisma?
I don't know. It just
Should-
says it's +8.
You should not get a
Persuasion's a +7.
I think something is a little amiss in. I'm sorry, that made me laugh because it was such. That was funny. Alright, let me check it out.
I don't know these things. I just put them in.
Yeah, look at. So the strength, dexterity, constitution. Your charisma should be at a +5 max.
If you have
The
a 20
score
charisma.
Am
the
I
score
looking
should
at
be
the wrong
20.
one then? I'm looking at the wrong one.
Okay, good.
That's why. I'm looking at saving throws.
Okay.
Okay.
That
makes
makes
sense.
more sense.
Yeah.
But my persuasion is a +7.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, because
Alright.
Callie has a +2 and Yael has a +3, so.
I guess I'll do the talking.
Oh god.
Should I make someone invisible?
No, I'd rather not make enemies before we have to.
Okay.
Jim Jar also has a pretty high persuasion, so he could possibly assist.
Okay, so yeah, you three. Go have fun. Don't get us in trouble, please.
Okay, what exactly am I saying before I get us into trouble? Because I know, out of character, everybody will yell at me if I get us into trouble again.
We're only basing this on precedence, Travis.
basing this on empirical evidence.
Yes, I'm well aware.
We have a statistically significant number.
Yeah, there's a good sample size. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay, we're looking for information about how to get out of the Underdark.
Okay.
If they know where to find it, like the guards, if they could point us in that direction, that would be great. If not, we'll try and stay out of their way.
Jim Jar pipes up. It might be a good idea to get into the city, if only to stock up on essentials, food,
Yeah. And also to get supplies.
supplies, such.
So,
And
yeah.
if we have to meet up with the giants anyway.
Yeah, because I think...
Yael
well,
seemed pretty set on
Let me
meeting
actually...
the giants.
Let me see if Angel... Because... Okay. She told us about the giants, I just can't remember what exactly she said about the giants, so could you remind me what you told her about the giants? Or I could message her and see if she's able to answer.
Hold on. Let me think. I need to think about what she told you that I told you her.
Mm-hmm.
There is a library.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to find a book in the library in order to get information on where to find her brother.
Mm-hmm. But she also, I remember her, well, I think she might have told us, like, there may be, like, maps or something of the tunneling system that could possibly show ways
Possibly.
out.
Yes. It would be likely in the library if there is any.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So we're looking for information on how to, on ways to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We would like to find the library.
we would like to consult with the giants
Mm-hmm.
and
Supplies.
try to get supplies from the market and possibly access to information.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we just
I
say
believe
we,
in you.
we just want to go to the market and browse their wares? That's just to get into the city?
Mm. I mean, okay, Jim Jar and Vargas. Do you think they would be suspicious if we were asking for ways to get out?
More than likely. It's, people who come to the city are generally traders, smugglers, people who have reason to, and they know their own way out.
Okay.
So if you don't know your way out, that would be cause for a bit of suspicion.
That would make them think we were slaves.
And, Fargus, go away. Go stand over there.
Shoot.
Fargus grumbles and walks about 20 feet away and just sort of sits down and starts looking at the zircons that Yael gave him. He motions for all of you to lean in. Jim Jar. Go ahead, what?
Should we possibly say we have word for the king to warn him of great danger in the Underdark?
What
I don't want him to have to meet with the king.
danger would that be?
Maybe-
Keep in mind that if you say things like that, the Durgar will make sure that you follow through.
To warn them of the fucking demon in the water?
Their city is on the lake. I'm sure they're aware.
Okay.
But
So you don't think we should warn them?
I think the Durgar can handle themselves. But if you want to warn them, that is up to you. I am following your choices. I have one piece of advice that you do not mention ever coming into contact with the Drow.
No, I don't reckon that would be a good idea.
Do you
The
think
Durgar and the Drow are business partners and of a kind.
Do you think they
If
would
they-
send us back if they found out?
They absolutely would.
Fuck. Okay.
You would stop being adventurers and travelers, and you would become lost property that would be immediately returned.
Okay. I would say just stick with the. We're coming to get supplies.
Okay.
Fargus, you shit. You can come back now.
Fargus, you shit. I love you, Chimchar. And I rub his head.
He gives you a wink. Fargus comes grumbling back and putting his zircons back into his pack. You decide what you're gonna do?
I think so.
Yeah, we're just traders looking to get into the market.
Fine. Let's get going.
Maybe we could sell some of this silk rope. Maybe we shouldn't.
We'll see.
We have a ton of shit in the bag of holding, though.
We really
Yeah,
do.
you guys
We
have a ton of
really
shit.
do.
Maybe we could
So
be arms
much
dealers.
Oh, you don't want to get into to that business. There's a lot of competition down here.
It's cutthroat.
Yeah.
We have
Glabagul.
good drow steel here.
Glabagul stops a little ways back.
Oh, buddy.
I don't believe that I would be welcome in the City of Blades. I will stay out here.
What did you call it?
Perhaps the City of Blades,
Oh,
Gracklestug.
City of Blades. Got you. I thought you said
Yeah.
braids. I'm sorry.
Well, that too. They are dwarves.
Okay.
I believe I shall wait here. Perhaps I shall join you when you come back.
Okay, we'll try and find you when we're heading out.
I will stay far back in the tunnels, and as best I can, I will try to meet back up with you.
Okay. Stay safe.
Stay safe, my friends. And he gives like a sort of goodbye wiggle, and then heads back into the tunnel.
Stay out of the water.
I always do.
We love you.
I love you as well. Alright.
Okay.
So you guys start heading towards the city gate?
Sure. I'm gonna get his.
The closer you get, the more Fargus seems to sort of shrink back into the center of your group, and he does not want to be the first one talking to these people. Alright, so you approach the gate, and as you get closer, the ground evens out. It becomes smooth stone, whereas you've kind of grown used to walking on the uneven rock and debris and such of the Underdark. For the first time in a very long time, you can walk without having to keep an eye on your feet so that you don't trip. And then the further you walk in, you notice that it turns into an actual road. You can see a lot of wear in the road as you walk. This is a place that's traveled very often. There are actual lamps that guide your way as you get closer, with this sort of orangish red fire sort of burning inside and lighting your way. You get closer to the gate and notice that there are very, very intricate carvings throughout the stone. When a plot sort of slides open and you hear a voice, "State your name and business." what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Celestial, and Draconic.
All right.
Vola, do you speak Undercommon?
Yes, I do.
Vola does speak Undercommon, but what other languages do you speak?
Undercommon, Common, and Orc.
All right.
I speak Halfling and Dwarvish.
Mikey speaks Common and Dwarvish and Elvish.
All right. So Mikey and Callie, you are the only ones who understand this, as it is spoken in Dwarvish.
Frickin' heck. Okay.
So, as it says, state your name and business. Other similar slots just slide open, and you see tips of arrows, dozens, slide out, ready to fire at the slightest provocation.
Callie just pats Bella and Vol, and she says in Dwarvish back to them, "Ooh, do I give? Yeah, I'll give my real name. Whatever, fuck it." Callie, looking to purchase supplies.
At that point, you notice that 6 Durgar are standing behind you, also with heavy crossbows drawn. They were not there, and then suddenly they were.
Hi, buddies.
There are 2 guardhouses that stand pretty tall on either side of the gate, and you can see 3 Durgar at the top of each one, also all looking down on you with weapons drawn. You've got a lot of crossbow bolts aimed at you guys right now.
I step forward and I tell Callie to translate for me as I begin speaking. Greetings, fine Duragar gentlemen. My name is Belladonna Rin, and these are my friends. Go ahead. I wait for her to translate, and
She removes the flowery language from it.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hello, this is Belladonna. This is our party."
We have come a long way to sample the wares of your market, and
we are looking to buy supplies.
Sell, some of our own goods as we trade with your people as well.
And we are looking to sell some of the items that we have collected.
Go ahead. Let's see.
Persuasion with advantage because little cute Callie.
Make just a general charisma check, Bella.
With advantage?
No, just by itself.
Okay. 20. Total. It's 15 plus 5.
Alright. Several of the bolts disappear and the slots closed. You still have a lot more, but not nearly as many. You are here purchasing for yourself?
Yes.
Yes. For our party.
Fine. Come in. You purchase your supplies. And then you leave.
Agreed.
All right.
I bow and I say thank you.
Do you translate, Callie?
Callie just kind of looks perplexed and is like, "Thank you."
The dwarf, which the person speaking is actually a dwarf, not a Durgar.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking
all of the guards are Durgar, but the person speaking is appears to be a full dwarf. The gates slowly open, and the 6 Durgar guards behind you motion for you to walk forward.
I bow to them as well, and we
They sneer
enter the
at you.
gates. All
right.
I throw them a smile.
They sneer even harder, and one of them goes to point the heavy crossbow back at you when the other one just sort of shakes its head. The gate closes behind you. You are now in the city of Gracklestug.
Yay! Achievement.
You
We all
hear...
level
you all hear... you guys just leveled up after the Wraith, right?
Did we?
Or was that before the Wraith? Before the Wraith. Okay. So you all are inside the city of Gracklestug. You hear hammering. You hear Dwarvish and Undercommon thrown around as people are traveling along the streets, not even paying attention to any of you. The dwarf just nods to the Durgar guards that are standing behind you and motions for them to start leading you on. You all get about 10 steps before a piece of stone wall opens up. And a large Durgar with an insignia branded onto his armor steps out. All of the Durgar do a quick, deep bow, and the dwarf steps back with her head sort of bowed and goes back to her post. Who is anyone specifically looking around? Because I'll have you make. Check.
Yes.
Okay. Callie, make an insight check as you watch the dwarf head back to her post.
I'm good at insight. Okay. 21.
21. Yeah, that's good. That'll do it. Watching the way that the dwarven woman interacts with the Durgar captain, it seems, and the other Durgar guards, you get the feeling that she is perhaps a slave.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely a slave with good standing and a proper job, but a slave all the same.
Interesting.
You see the Durgar captain. He motions for the other guards to leave and go back to their posts. He has 3 of them stand about 20 feet back so he can speak with you. And he turns and gives a slight smile. It's unnerving. Because you can, Callie, with your 21 insight, that you just know everything about everyone. You can
Apparently.
see the smile doesn't quite reach his eyes. It's just a motion of his mouth, just very quick, but his eyes are cold and hard.
I bow.
He says nothing to you. He waits for you to stand back up. Well, here for supplies. Which he speaks in Undercommon.
Okay. Yeah. And Kelly she's like, okay, this is my job now. I will translate.
Yes. We've had a long journey. And acquired many goods of our own to possibly trade in your market for other goods to help us on our way.
Yeah, say that.
Well, you're clearly lying. I ought to just send you to the slave pens now, but you amuse me.
I beg your pardon, sir. I am in no way lying.
He leans in very close. What do you have that is worth your freedom?
Hella.
We have a lot, actually. We have rope of the finest spider silk. We have blades of many types, and perhaps some scrap metal that could be used by your blacksmiths to forge even finer implements.
Callie, make an insight check. One more.
Okay. That's still pretty good. That is a 19.
You can tell that he's only partially listening to. I'm assuming that you're translating.
Yeah, but kind of cutting down some of the words.
Yeah. He's only partially listening. You can see his eyes stray to each of your weapons and then stop on the Dawnstar, the Dawnbringer.
No, that's mine.
I'm not.
I don't say that though.
I only have a stick.
Yeah, because your sword is not out, right?
Nope.
All right. Perhaps we could make some sort of arrangement. As he eyes the Dawnbringer.
Oh, mercy, why do you have to do this to me?
Because I love you.
Oh, goodness. Callie's gonna be the bad one.
Jimjar is going to lean over to Callie. And keep your wits about you. The Durgar are not. They are not so corrupt as this one seems to be. I do not trust it. Be very, very careful. There's something very wrong here.
Perhaps we'll just be on our way then.
Perhaps you could be on your way to the slave pens.
How is it that we can help you, Lord Dwarf? Or, oh shit. Don't say that.
No.
Don't say that.
Callie knows better.
I like to say that Bella says that, and then Callie just gives her like this look. Like, no.
Like, bitch, what?
No.
How is it that we can help you?
What did you have in mind?
Your grandness.
That's an interesting weapon you have. I'd like to have it. I have a fine collection. It would be a good addition.
Freaking heck.
You tell him I am sorry. This particular item is not up for trade.
Yeah, Callie pretty much just says that.
What else do you have then? Something that would assist me personally, rather than the people of Gracklestug.
How much gold did we just leave there with?
Hella? I have it. Give me
Ale pops up and sort of motions for Callie that, and I'm only saying this because she said this the last session. She specifically kept the golden sheath that was over the tomb, the sarcophagus of Bryce's. It is worth 250 gold because it is very finely spun gold sheath. So she offers that to Callie to give to the captain.
So yeah, if everyone's okay with that, I'm gonna be like, we have this.
Sure.
Make a persuasion check, Callie.
Okay.
Can
Buddy.
Go
Just
ahead. Yeah,
take my
go ahead
sword.
and make it with advantage because you've got Yael and Bella helping you.
Okay. 16?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The captain nods, but motions for you to keep the sheath down low and out of sight so that the other guards don't see it. Take it. I will not take it here. I do not relish the thought of being caught dealing with outsiders. When you are taken to the Dark Lake District, take the item to Wurz Saltburn, which I will write out. Wurz. He will be at the docks. Give him this. At the end of my shift, I will check with him, and if you have not given him the item, I will know, and I will find you. He motions for the 3 guards to escort you further in to the Dark Lake District. Which they do with hand crossbows, not pointed at you, but out and with bolts notched. Whatever the word is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I
hate
Jim
this
Jar's,
place already.
yeah, Jim Jar's gonna lean over. That was extremely odd.
Mm-hmm.
The Durgar, they're not a corrupt people. They're, as odd as it is to say, they're community-based. What is best for all is what is done. They don't think about individual profits unless they're merchants. The guards especially are not... They don't act this way. I don't like what this implies. We should be very careful while we are here.
Do you think it's one bad apple or something more insidious going on?
No.
Robot.
No. Damn it. I suppose we'll find out.
I suppose we will.
Walking through the city, you see very large square buildings, much like the picture that I guys showed you. That's what the city looks like throughout. You hear Undercommon and Dwarvish. You see Darrow being walking behind their masters. Let me see if I have a picture of the Darrow. You see deep gnomes and other creatures that are clearly shackled and most likely slaves. Yeah, no, I do not have a picture of the Darrow. It's a very tense atmosphere as you walk. Some Darrow and some Durgar stop and give you a look as you pass, but most just ignore you until you come to another gate, this one much smaller, and the Durgar guards motion for it to be opened, and inside you see is bustling with people. There are Durgar, dwarves, drow, Darrow, and deep gnomes, and just... There you even spot a few orcs that are walking among the crowd. You are now in the Dark Lake District and the Marketplace.
Okay.
what kind of traders do we see? Are they like trading tables? Is it more store-based?
Both. You see some tables, some have like little pop-ups where they have various goods, and then there are actual stores that you walk in.
Okay.
Because I think first things first, we should go and find some like food supplies, like rations and stuff.
Should we possibly... Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, are those guards still following us as we go into this district?
No. As soon as you enter the Dark Lake district and the gates close behind you, the Durgar guards stayed on the other side.
Okay.
Fargus pipes up. If you're looking for food and such like that, you probably want to head over to the inn.
Okay, even more like travel stable food?
There's a general goods over there, and there's other stuff over here.
Is there
Depends
a
on what
blacksmith
you want to do.
around?
Of course there's a blacksmith. This is a Durgar city.
Okay.
You could pick up a rock and throw it. You'll hit 5 blacksmiths.
And that probably wouldn't be recommended.
I mean, no, I would run, but you could do it.
Because she's the one with the do you see the contents of the bag? Is that on her sheet?
No, I
had
just
like shit tons of short swords and crowbars and stuff like that.
I think I have it written down somewhere.
That maybe we can trade as
I
bulk iron.
I can message Angel and have her message you the contents of the bag of holding.
I got it.
Okay.
Two bags of iron spikes. I think we should hold on to those. I don't know. What do y'all think? We can get rid of the short swords and daggers.
Yeah. I'd say keep the crossbow bolts. Because I'll use them.
Yeah. So does Mikey.
So, yeah, I'd say short swords, daggers, we can get rid of.
And
Probably
the
the extra hand
crossbows.
crossbows. Yeah.
Should we sell those to a blacksmith or try to haggle them in a more general goods fashion?
I mean, I think a blacksmith would probably have more higher end stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd say maybe general.
So I would assume he would.
I mean, unless you're planning on purchasing at the blacksmith, because then we could possibly offer them.
I don't really need anything unless they have enchanted items. I don't need an enchanted sword. I have one. You could possibly use a +1 sword or axe or something.
Well, I mean, I have sword too.
Yeah, you've got sword 2, and then just a normal.
Yeah, then I have a regular one.
Regular.
I mean, we can maybe just see what they have.
Okay. Let's head to the blacksmith first.
Alright.
Oh, and we also need to find the dude for the thing. To give the thing to him, so we don't have the guard captain super pissed off at us. Also,
Oh yeah, take care of that first.
how does breaking attunement work? Like, if you take it off and put it somewhere, does it break the attunement?
Depends. What would you like to take
Callie's
off? And...
debating hiding the Dawnbringer in like the bag of holding, or hiding it somewhere.
I'm gonna say as long as you don't choose to unattune, that you just stay attuned to it.
Okay. And I mean, like when she doesn't have the blade up, it's just like the hilt, right? So she could theoretically just like put it in her pack, and so it would be right there.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
just hide it that way.
Yeah. So she'll put it in her pack.
You get
Sorry.
you get the feeling that Dawnbringer is a bit upset about having her blade sheathed as such,
Mm-hmm.
but she goes along with it.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sorry, I just don't want you to fall into the hands of Durgar.
I also do not want to fall into the hands of those who would use me for evil.
Yeah, so if I know you hate it, but it'll just be for a little bit.
If this is what must be done, I
Mhm.
trust you.
Jim Jar, do you need anything?
I wouldn't oppose possibly some potions.
Potions. Good idea.
Potions would be good. Because I'm the only healer.
Yeah.
Technically, Mikey is supposed to have cure wounds, but he doesn't have anything on his sheet. So that becomes an issue.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys want to head to the blacksmith?
Yeah.
Fargus leads you right over. It's no big deal. Inside you see 3 Durgar. 2 of them are hammering out a very large sword, while one seems to be at a desk, kind of, sort of just polishing daggers and such.
Greetings, craftsman.
Hello.
I love it.
We have come to sample your wares and to admire your craftsmanship.
No. So yeah, we're looking
What
to see.
what does Callie say?
We're looking to purchase some of your wares. We were wondering what you have available for sale at this time.
I always have time for paying customers. And the Durgar, which you notice is a woman with a pretty impressive white and gray beard. She motions you to come further into the blacksmith shop, where she motions to various weapons. You see long swords, short swords, see a couple of maces, a hammer. What are you looking for specifically?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. I remember like something messed up one of Callie's swords. It was like maybe one of the oozes. So I think.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
her damage was knocked down, so she may want to get just in the basic sword. Let me look. Do they have scimitars?
Do you have any items that are magically enchanted?
Yeah, Callie also asks that. If you have any enchanted weapons or armor or some stuff like that.
No, we do not. Not here. For that, you'll want to go to the enchanter, and he's down the road. But you want actual weaponry, not that magic shit. Just trust me. And she motions towards the weapons again.
Okay. Actually, if they have a scimitar, Callie would like to either purchase or get her scimitar repaired in some way.
They do have a scimitar.
Okay.
They have a selection. Some of them are just very plain, just sort of cookie cutter scimitars. And then there are, they slowly get more detailed. After the very plain one, there's one that sort of has some detailing, and then there's some that have a couple of jewels in the hilt. Just depends.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Callie, I think she doesn't want like a plain one. I think she kind of wants like the middle one. She doesn't want the jewels and stuff, but maybe like with engraving or whatnot.
Yeah, it's just some nice engraving along the blade, the flat of the blade, and on the hilt.
Yeah. Like that.
That is a wonderful choice. Absolutely fantastic. 30 gold.
Okie dokie. Do we want to?
I whispered down into Callie's ear. 30 gold is way too much for a fucking sword. Perhaps haggle?
I don't want to haggle and get people mad at me. I hate haggling in real life. It's the worst.
It is. It really is. It's the worst.
So awkward.
Perhaps offer to trade 3 of our short swords for the...
Okay, give me 1 second. Huh, okay.
3 short swords and 4 daggers.
We have some weapons available that we picked up on our travel. If it's possible, would you be willing to trade?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. 21.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh wait, no. Actual, I think base 20. Okay, yeah.
20?
20.
That's still pretty good. Okay. It would depend upon the condition of the weapons and such, and just how well put together they are. Let's see them.
Okay, yeah. So I start pulling them out of the bag. I'm kind of glad Callie hid Dawnbringer.
Yeah.
I have a feeling like it would have just been like, "Whoa, you have the sword."
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to fight all of you?
Probably.
Callie would though.
Yeah. All right. So you take out what all you take out?
I take out. Should I take out all of them?
Take out 1 of each.
Okay, yeah, the short swords and the daggers because we have multiples.
Yeah.
All right. So you take out 1 short sword and 1 dagger. These are clearly of drow make. They're very slim and slightly curved. The hilts and pommels are obsidian, and they're just, even looking at them and then looking at the weapons that the Durgar have, you can see a lot of differences. Just these are clearly of drow make.
Mm-hmm.
The Durgar woman, yeah, the Durgar woman, she looks at them and then looks at you and sort of raises an eyebrow.
Callie just raises an eyebrow in return.
How is it that you came across such weaponry? The drow are not often willing to give up their weapons so easily.
They were not necessarily in a position to argue.
Interesting.
Like assuming we came upon their dead bodies.
Okay. Interesting. Well, she picks up the short sword, does a couple of slashes with it off to the side. Fairly well made. Not nearly as good as anything that we make here, but
Of course not.
not terrible. They don't look very used. There's some scraping along the blade. Drow. Not exactly expert swordsman. Not like the Durgar.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that the short sword... 4 gold. And the dagger... a silver.
Okay. I mean, should we? Because we have multiples. So should I just give her all of them?
It's up to you guys.
Sure.
Okay. Maybe keep 1 back just in case.
Sure.
So you'll keep 1 of each back?
Yeah.
Alright, so the 6 short swords, 4 gold each, so... Alright, so that's 20 gold for the 5 short swords.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got 9 daggers. and silver. 10 silver is 1 gold. So you get 20. It's 20 gold and 9 silver worth of weaponry.
Okay.
So got. So if you're using that to trade for the scimitar, you've still got 9 gold and 1 silver.
Okay. Yeah.
As your remaining.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I'm sure at the very least we can melt these down and turn them into proper weapons. She reaches up and she takes one of the scimitars and she hands it down to you, Callie. The finest blade you will ever use, guaranteed.
Yeah, and Callie starts like twirling it around, just kind of testing the balance.
It's very well made, actually. It seems like these blacksmiths, at least, know what they're doing when it comes to forging blades. It's well balanced. It's not super long, so it's not difficult for you to wield, being a bit smaller than most. Especially because the Durgar are considered a smaller race. But it's a very fine blade.
Fantastic. Okay,
Anything else I can help you with?
Did you need anything, Vola or Bella or anybody?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I don't need anything from here.
Okay. Oh, and also Callie keeps both of her old scimitars for nostalgia and for nostalgia's sake. So she just puts them in the bag.
Sounds good. Go ahead and just mark them as Callie's old scimitars, just so that you can.
Yeah.
So that you know what they are, and you're like, oh, we have 2 scimitars here. Weird. So, anything else, or are you guys going to leave the blacksmith?
Yeah,
I think we're good.
Let's leave here and let's go to the enchanter.
All right. Fargus leads you over to the enchanter's shop. You walk in, and it's a very nice shop. From what you can tell, it is the nicest shop that is in your immediate vicinity. There's glass windows with various designs on them. You open the door, and it's polished wood, and you walk inside, and there's a rug down, which, holy shit, you haven't seen a rug in months. It's heaven on your feet to not be walking on such hard ground. Polished wood, which is just about unheard of down so far into the Underdark and in a Durgar city where everything is made of stone. But it's a very dark, polished wood, and various items are across countertops, on shelves, and towards the back you see an orc who is currently putting things up on the top shelf.
I pat Vola on the butt. It's all you, girl.
You know I'm only half, right?
Half is better than none?
Not some people.
Okay.
Hearing you talk, the orc turns around, and it is an orc male. He turns and he opens his arms wide. Welcome! Welcome to my shop. I am so glad to have you. What can I do for you? He says in calming.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Hi.
Go for it and talk, people.
Hello. What a beautiful woman. I am so happy to have you here. What can I do for you?
Do you wanted something?
Do they have any spell scrolls? Do you have any spell scrolls?
Spell scrolls, yes, this would be good.
We would love to browse your wares, and
I'm asking Angel.
as my little friend as my friend Yael so eloquently stated,
You mean Vola?
no, I think Yael was asking for the spell scrolls, right, Callie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And perhaps any spell scrolls you might have, or what do you? What we've heard you are an enchanter of items.
I am the only enchanter you will find in Gracklestug. You are lucky to be able to come in time when the shop is open. I have many things. I do have spell scrolls. I have various items. What type of spell scrolls are you looking for? Particular types, particular levels of magic?
Give me 1 second.
You're good. Any...
All
So
of
what
the above.
specifically are you looking for? Alright.
Yeah, it might be easier just to get a list of all of them.
Alright, hold on.
Send it her way.
While you are compiling that list, I'm going to take a quick bio. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Yeah, because apparently Angel's online, so I can, or at least available for chat. So
Uh-huh.
I asked her if she wanted any supplies
Right.
while she's here. While she's not here.
Right. But while you're here at the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is an inn, if you guys decide to stay in the city, you can always come back.
Okay. Assuming Callie hasn't gotten them run off because people
Yeah.
are trying to take her damn sword.
Right?
Callie will literally fight everyone. She's like, no, I've adopted this sword, it's mine.
Alright. So let me bring up... Alright, so I'm just going to type out all of the spells and scrolls and how much they are.
Okay,
So
cool.
just give me a second.
Okay, yeah.
I have returned.
Alright.
And yes, I know it's a pain in the ass to compile stuff like that. Oh, gee, what do I want to give them access to? Yeah.
Right? Alright. Oh, man. Yep, should have had this list made, ahead of time.
Nah, you're alright. If
Can't-
you need
alright.
a randomizer, I can help you with that.
I got it. How much are spell scrolls? How much do they cost? I can't find a thing.
It's up to you. They do definitely go up by level.
Yeah.
How much?
Okay, I think I found something.
Spell
Magic item states. Okay. Oh, cool. So yeah, it's the same as magic items. Common through legendary.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see.
There they go.
right. In the meantime, what else are you guys looking for? You want weapons, just items?
Yeah, items. In particular, if he does not have one, I would like to see how much he would charge to make one. I have this new fancy onyx ring that I would love to put some kind of enchantment into.
All right. What type of enchantment are you wanting to put in your ring?
I've heard of rings that can store spells, or, gain extra protection, things of this nature. Ring of spell storing, ring of protection, what other types of rings are there? Let us look at dungeons. Type, ring, rarity, uncommon. Common, rare. Ring of spell storing is rare? That's
Mm-hmm.
shitty. Ring of evasion is rare. Ring of protection is rare?
Everything good is rare. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
But a cloak of protection is uncommon.
All right. Go ahead, and while you're looking at that, whoever's gonna look around the shop, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, I'm totally. Oh, that's Mikey. What did I roll? I don't know what I rolled because I'm looking at the other things. An 11. How bullshit.
Yeah, I think Mercy, if you just go up to third, then that should work
Okay.
for spells.
Yeah, that's what I was about. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna give 4 spell scrolls per level, so 4 cantrips for first, and then yeah.
Okay.
You know, there's a Pearl of Power.
Yeah, Ale has one.
Cool. I would love to see if I could find one as well. Or a robe of useful items would be fun.
All right, so investigation. Bella, looking around, you find a couple of different robes. You're not sure what they do. You find something what appears to be a pair of goggles. You find
those goggles of night.
you're not sure. You find a couple of wands, a couple of stones, rings, necklaces.
I'd point to each. What do these do?
Oh, good. I was hoping you were gonna do that. That's great. Note to self: make tonight's session difficult for Travis.
You
Uh,
you gave us a magic shop. What did you expect?
I know. Hold on, give me a second. I'm almost done with the spell scrolls.
Okay. Um. Magic shop generator. Here you go. I shall help you.
Well, I have a couple of things up, but yeah, I would appreciate it.
Donjon. Donjon is amazing. This would be a large city. Probably a trader. Yeah, I'm not crazy about any of those. Alchemist.
All right, so those are all of the spell scrolls.
Okie dokie.
And actually, the first level spells, instead of 40, that's going to go up to 60. Because,
Okay.
yeah. So, first level.
You should probably. We have a lot of money and we have things to trade. I think we're okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I raised the price of the second level one. First level one. But,
I would definitely recommend Alter Self.
Oh no, yeah, no. Just wait. Angel's choosing.
Okay.
Angel is the one that gets to copy them. So.
Yeah, I don't think she can use Gentle Repose. It's not on her spell list.
yes, it is.
Is it?
No, it's a wizard spell. I took all of these off of the wizard spell list.
Okay. Blink is good. Counterspell is badass.
No, like Angel's just like, give me counterspell. Okay. Come. I believe you can do it. Huh. Okay, cool.
All right. So, the orc, in looking at him as he comes around the, oh my gosh, I cannot remember whatever it's called, the wooden area where he sells things.
Counter?
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so tired. Like it's yeah. Brain not working.
Yeah.
But as he comes around the counter, you see that he's dressed very well. He's wearing silks and leathers that are very well taken care of. He is the most expensively dressed person you have seen in the Underdark.
We have 1,200 gold pieces?
Holy shit!
What? Plus all the other stuff. Darn. Okay. I don't want to have to pretend to do Yael's voice and fuck it up. So
yeah, no, go ahead. Just go ahead.
She would like alter self and counterspell, and if we can spare the money, she would like blink.
I believe we can. I believe we can spare the money because I want her to have these things. I don't think that was a good accent for her either.
Exactly, which is why I didn't do it.
He's very horrible.
Okay, so that would be
340 gold.
Thank you. Okay.
The orc hands you each of the spell scrolls, takes the gold, and you see him walk over and sort of raise his hand. His hand glows a little bit, and you see a chest, a very large chest that the lock also glows and then sort of just opens on its own. He lifts the lid, puts the gold in, closes it, and the lock closes on its own.
That's cool.
He's an enchanter.
Oh, you know, it'd be also really cool to find would be an immovable rod.
Ooh, yeah, that would actually, if that's...
Alright. So,
Because could be really helpful for climbing or stuff like that.
items.
Or putting on a giant's foot and anchoring him to the fucking floor. What?
Alright. So, the two cloaks, they look very similar, except one is threaded through with white, and the other is threaded through with orange.
Uh-huh.
He motions to both of them. This is a Piwafwi. They're of dwarven not dwarven. Excuse me. They are typically of drow make.
It's a what now?
A Piwafwi.
Okay.
Let me type it out. They are drow robes of protection.
Cool. Okay.
This one also assists if you come into contact with any sort of fire. So.
And then a cloak of fire resistance?
It is a cloak of protection with fire resistance.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
There is these goggles I recently made for those who are coming down from the surface. They allow you to see in the dark if you put them on.
Oh, they are goggles of night.
They are goggles of night.
Oh, ooh, let me ask if he'll want.
You mentioned I saw a couple of rings. What do these rings do?
Well, this one allows you to should you be in dire straits and need to move quickly, this ring assists in letting you get to where you need to go. Chelsea's calling you.
No, it's Mom.
Oh, Mom is calling you. It is a ring of evasion.
Okay.
And there are two. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, Donjon. All right. So the one is a ring of evasion. Freaking heck! Would you stop popping up? Thank you. Protection and fire resistance.
Okay, those are nice.
What?
The ring of evasion. If you fail a dexterity,
Oh,
dex
yeah.
throw, you can re-roll it.
Yeah.
3 times a
So,
day.
ring of evasion, and this one assists you if it tends to get cold down in the Underdark, especially in some parts. This ring helps you not feel the effects so strongly. So it is a ring of warmth. And then there is one more. This ring, while you have it, you are able to expend a charge to... Hold on. Yes. You can expend a charge to have a above-ground creature slam into another creature and cause damage or possibly just push it. It is a Ring of the Ram.
Yeah.
And those are the 3 rings.
Okay. You said there were 2 cloaks, right? One was the cloak of protection and fire resistance. What was the other one?
And the other one was just a regular cloak of protection.
Okay. Okay. So one was just a regular, and the other has the fire resistance as well.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a wand. This allows you to you point it out, expend one of its charges, and it causes a glob of viscous material to just launch at whoever you cast it at.
A wand of grease?
It is a wand of viscid globs.
What? What do the globs do? Are they damaging? Are they...
I'm looking. Hold on. Give me a second.
movement impairing?
When the glob hits whoever you cast it on, it immediately dries, and that creature is restrained for some time.
Okay, alright. I am personally interested in the Cloak of Protection and Fire Resistance. How much is that one?
That one. Hold on, give me a second. Let me pull it up.
I don't have any money on me, so this is all coming out of party funds. Is that okay?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Alright,
I'm not going to buy it if it's too extremely expensive.
Okay. So right now we have 822 gold.
Okay.
Alright, so.
And we need gold for Yael to do her transcribing.
Yeah.
And hold on, let me check with this other one. Okay, so, oh wait, hold on. So it's not actually a Cloak of Resistance, or a Cloak of Protection. That was my bad. It is a Cloak of Elven Kind.
Cloak of Elven Kind? It's Cloak of Elven Kind with fire resistance.
Yes.
Okay. How much is the robe of the Cloak of Protection?
The Cloak of Protection is uncommon. Cloak of Protection be 300 gold.
Is that acceptable, Callie?
How much are the goggles of night?
Goggles of Night. The Goggles of Night, very, very new, very recently made them, 350.
Would you take some items in trade? For instance, we have this, and I pull out of the bag of holding the gold censer with platinum filigree. We have this wonderful censer here, well-crafted, beautiful gold and platinum. I'm sure it would hold any kind of enchantment you wanted to put on it. Would you consider taking this in trade for the Cloak of Protection?
May I examine it?
Please do.
Alright,
we do also have some, is somebody using that ceremonial wand?
I don't believe anyone wanted to keep it at the time.
Okay. So I pulled out the ceremonial wand. And isn't this
My only issue, Travis, is that a bunch of people aren't here.
True.
I don't necessarily want to be giving away items that other people might want.
Okay, well, it's syrup, unless they wanted to put an enchantment into it. It's just a decorative wand at this point.
Correct.
Okay, wait, give me 2 seconds, and I will copy the list and make sure that Angel doesn't want anything.
Okay.
Alright. And I believe Jason just wanted the walking stick, so he has that,
Yeah.
like he does.
Yeah.
He's been walking like a pimp with it.
And
Just
I've
sort
got the onyx ring. I was about to ask him. Okay, in the meantime, while we wait for that, I have this beautiful onyx ring as well. What would you charge me to put an enchantment into it?
It would really depend on the enchantment, how difficult it would be to get the materials, how long it would take. What enchantment are you looking to put on it specifically?
Would you... I have heard of rings that can store spells. Would you be able to create that sort of enchantment?
I absolutely could. Let me check. A spell storing. Alright, Ring of Spell Storing is rare. So... given that I would need to provide materials and the time...
What sort of materials would you need?
Okay, why do you ask shit like that? I don't know.
So I'm giving you the ring. If I can get you the other materials, would you...
I don't know. It's not exactly like it gives a list of items needed.
I apologize. I'll give you the ring, of course, to put the enchantment into. How much would the enchantment cost me, without buying the ring itself?
Well, the ring itself is... It's nice, but it's not,
Right. Well,
it's very expensive. The enchantment would be 550 to 600 gold.
fuck.
Mm,
I have this necklace here.
wait.
Sorry.
Okay. Because we may need other items. Like, we may need to sell stuff other places just in case, so
Yeah.
I just don't want to be dumping all our gold here.
Here are the Goggles of Night, which I thought was pretty cool because I found a pretty cool picture for them.
Oh, those are cool.
Right?
They look like owl. Like
Yeah.
owl. Okay. So we need to keep the sheath.
Yeah.
Yael wants the two gold bracelets.
Okay.
Mikey wants the walking stick.
And Travis, did you already purchase the cloak of protection?
I was trying to haggle for them, for the cloak.
Got it.
I would say one or the other, not both.
Not both. Okay.
Because I also want to get Yael the goggles of night. Because
Okay.
she can't see shit.
Yeah. Okay, perhaps another time on the ring. Or what do y'all
Of
think?
course.
What would be better? The ring, and I could store a spell in there up to 5th level. That would give me an extra spell every day, theoretically. Or
I mean, you could ask Angel if you want to exchange the Pearl of Power.
no, I'd like for her to keep that and do that too. Because Pearl of Power only gives me back a 3rd level spell slot, up to a 3rd. The ring would keep me stocked forever, basically. Or Cloak of Protection would give me just an extra AC. I think I'd rather do the ring, personally.
Sorry, I'm trying to math here.
How long would it take you to enchant the ring?
Yeah, because I don't know if we want to stay here for that long.
I have the ring. I should have the components needed in the back. However, this wouldn't be the only item that I'm working on. It would take at least 4 or 5 days.
Fuck. I don't want to stay here that long either. I get in trouble. Could you have it... What would it take to push it up to 24 hours?
Gold. Sorry to say, but gold does pay for materials and such, so if you want me to focus simply on this one and leave my other customers to wait, it's going to be more expensive.
How about I give you this gold censer with the platinum filigree?
It is very nice.
You can make whatever you want with that. And an extra 200 gold.
No, we do not have that much.
No, I'm saying I get it for 200 gold and the thing. That's it.
Extra 200 gold.
No. I'm trading... out of character. Okay, so if he accepts the censer in trade, plus 200 gold...
That's only 450 gold. He's getting 100 gold discount.
Shh! He doesn't know this.
He would know it.
Pretty sure he knows.
And we probably need something to get into the library, too.
Yeah, we have that the silver necklaces. And some jewels.
You all do also still have the jeweled shells from the Kuotoa City.
We also have, I'm looking at Angel's bag of holding right now, so. We have the Star of Rubik's Cube, large black pearl, small marble snake.
How much is that pearl worth?
Doesn't say.
I don't remember.
Let me look. Let me see if I have it in my notes.
I do know that Yael wanted to keep the snake and the Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it.
If we can trade the pearl...
We'll say that the pearl is worth 25 gold.
Okay.
And how much are those shells?
That I did have written down.
Yeah.
Or sent.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
I don't have any wealth whatsoever written on mine.
We don't have... We got rid of a bunch of the shells for gold so that Yael could
transcribe a couple of spells.
Yeah. So I think we have like maybe 4.
If we trade...
We also have a potion of Hill Giant Strength.
You do?
I'd be willing to trade that. We have the Zircons. They're 50 gold each.
So how many? Oh goodness.
You have
nothing. Oh goodness.
We have 11 Zircons worth 50 gold each.
You have 9 Zircons because Yael gave 2 to Fargus.
Okay.
Okay. What are Zircons exactly?
They're like
Zircons are they're
fake
jewels.
diamonds.
Okay, cool.
Well, they're real precious gems. They're just
Yeah. They look like diamonds, but they're not.
yeah.
Okay.
They're along the line of a cubic zirconia.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Vola, anything you're interested in?
Yeah, before we start
Yeah.
spending
No.
everything.
Not really.
No?
Oh,
Alright.
we forgot. We have the necklace of fireballs if you wanted that.
Yes. Give
Oh,
that to
yeah.
her.
There is the
Yeah,
necklace of
I'll
fireballs.
take that.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just put a note in Angel's notes.
Alright.
So Kelsey, if you go to the compendium and drag into your equipment a
Mm-hmm.
necklace of fireballs,
Okay.
that gives you access to fireball. I think that's limited number of beads.
I believe so.
But you can throw them without casting or using a spell slot, so. Fireball's cool. So, can we trade the gold censer, which is 250? He wanted 500? Is that total?
He wanted 550 to just do the enchantment.
Not express.
Express would probably bring it about 650.
650. Okay, so trade 250.
Because that's 5 days of work
Oh.
in 24 hours.
Yeah, and give him 4 zircons. That's 450. And then pay the rest in gold. Would that be acceptable for the party?
Okay, how much were the goggles again?
The
350?
goggles were 350, I believe, yes.
And that leaves enough to get the goggles and to copy the spells in, I think.
Okay, because we have 822. So it would, how much? So what would be left over from yours would be 200?
Okay, so
Yeah,
822.
150, I think.
Do you want to go ahead and buy the goggles of night first?
Yeah.
And see what's left? Alright. So you're going to go ahead and do the 350. Thank you so much. I think you will be very happy with the enchantment on those. And he takes them out of the case and hands them over to you, Callie. Takes the gold. Again, he does the thing with the lock, puts the gold inside his the chest. 822 minus 350. So you have 472 gold left.
Yes.
Just gold pieces.
And so how much was needed for transcribing?
50 gold each.
50 gold each, so that would be 150.
So
we would just owe 200 gold for the ring.
So after that, you have 322 gold, making sure to keep aside 150 for transcribing. So 322 gold pieces for spending.
So that would leave us with 122. And that's after the 150 that we need for the transcribing? Or...
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, is that alright with everybody?
And we still
that
have
stocks
to
us up?
buy food.
Yeah.
You
Food would be
also, you guys, I don't know if you overlooked it, but you also have 6 crossbows that at some point you could sell.
Yeah.
We could do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that'll be okay. And then we'll still have some items left over in case we need to trade or anything like that for other stuff outside of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we still have the silver necklace,
Yes.
wand. And...
All right.
Okay. Okay.
So is that what we're going to do?
Okay. So
And we would still have 5 zircons left as well.
Yes,
Another
that's true.
250 gold as well.
okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So go ahead and from the notes, go ahead and mark off 4 zircons. So you have 5 left. you no longer have the sensor. And then minus 200 gold.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So the orc, he holds out his hand. I will take the ring and be sure to get that enchantment as quickly as I possibly can. Come back tomorrow evening, and it should be done by then.
Perfect. I shall return tomorrow.
I appreciate your business.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Did you want to do anything about the cloak of protection?
As much as I would love to, I don't think we have any more money. How much was it?
The cloak of protection, I believe, was 150.
150?
Mm-hmm. Because it's uncommon, so yeah, 150.
We may need it for later. The monies.
We may need it, yeah. If we still have some money when we come back tomorrow, we'll talk about it then.
Well, it will possibly still be here. I am the only enchanter in town, so this is where people come. But I appreciate your business. What?
Okay, out of character. Travis just had this amazing idea. I sell him my magical, enchanted, shadowy sword.
No.
And then it disappears.
No. Don't be a dick.
Tomorrow, when we're leaving, maybe. We'll see.
Bella is
We'll
not a
see.
dick.
No, she's not.
Well, her alignment is changed, so we'll see.
She's still neutral good.
We'll see. She wants to sell a dude a fake sword, and she put a dude in a coffin and then closed the lid. I don't think she's neutral good.
It was to keep him safe.
That bullshit. You were
Shut
trying
him
to
up.
intimidate. You were trying to intimidate.
I saved his life.
If she does do the sell of the sword thing, then her alignment for real is changed.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's fucked up. It was funny. It was entertaining.
And he is an enchanter. There's a good chance he would have seen through it.
Yeah.
He's familiar with magic. Alright, so anything else that I can assist you with?
No, you've been most helpful. Thank you so much for your time. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I look forward to completing our transaction. I'm sure you will be very happy with your items. He gives a slight bow and takes the ring and starts walking back towards the counter.
All right. Well, Fargus, I believe you have introductions to make, yes?
No, we need to buy food and also give the sheath to the person.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's go do
All
sheath
right.
first and then go eat.
Alright. Look,
Well, I was
I
thinking
can
we
get you
eat
to-
while he goes and talks, but, you know, whatever.
I can't talk to you about... I can't introduce you to people if you're not there.
True. Never mind. I thought you were going to go talk to people and then come back to us. But yeah, this works too.
I can get you to the docks, but I don't know who this Wurs guy is. So, you'll have to work on finding him.
Sure.
But he does turn and lead you towards the docks.
Okay.
As you get closer to the docks, the smell of the water hits you. It smells a bit like mildew, like water that's been sitting for a long time. But you hear a lot of people working. You see boats in the water, people walking back and forth with fish and other sea creatures. Going towards the docks. Go ahead and make an investigation check if you're looking for Wurs. Whoever wants to make it.
Yeah, not great on investigation, but yeah, I'm using +1. Is anybody helping me?
I'm highly motivated to assist.
Okay.
Alright.
So would that give me advantage?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good, because that was a 5. And that was a 1. Fuck! It's
So
dark down here,
5
guys.
plus... It's actually, this is the most well-lit place you've been in. There are
So it's a 6
fire
total.
in lamps. There is various forges that are lit. It's not difficult to see, but you are in a strange environment and trying to keep your head down. It takes you a couple of hours to find who you're looking for, and when you do, he's directing some Darrow slaves moving crates on one of the docks. Do you approach him? What do you guys want to do?
Sorry, I'm still writing stuff.
Oh, and you would have gotten the Durgar captain's name. His name is Gorglock, which I will write down for you.
Okay.
Captain Glock.
I will approach. Wait, I don't speak Undercommon. I push Callie forward.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Callie approaches.
All right. You approach. Words you see is a dwarf. Is not a Durgar as you expected. He has long black hair and a very long black beard that reaches down to his belt with its braided and frizzy. And he is directing some Darrow, moving various items from the docks into boats. So you step forward and...
Sorry.
You're good.
20 taps trying to find the right one.
You're good.
Okay. Hi, the guard captain Gorglock said to come and talk to you. If we had...
Yes, Gorglock. And I am pleased that you met with him. He's a very good man.
Oh, definitely. 100% the greatest.
Yes, I'm assuming that you have payment for his generosity in allowing you into the city.
Yes.
He holds out his hand expectantly.
And you can guarantee that it will make it to him?
Absolutely.
Inside check?
Go ahead. Inside check!
Inside check it right now. He is not coming after my sword. That's a 20.
Yeah, he seems to be being honest. From what you can gather, it seems like this is something that they do regularly.
Okay.
He must be very generous indeed to have such a handsome dwarf for a friend.
Callie just like, what?
The payment.
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
Alright, and he takes the sheath, and this is very fine gold. I see why it was accepted. And he opens a pack that you didn't see before. It was up across his back. He pulls it forward and very carefully places the sheath inside and closes it up.
Did it look to be interdimensional space?
You're not entirely sure.
This is Travis, not Bella. Sorry.
Obviously.
Yeah, I figured.
It would be a total shame.
It would also be a total shame if the guard captain found out and set the entire city of guards down on our heads.
That would be a shame.
All right.
Well,
With
Give him
the
our regard.
transaction completed. Oh, I will. You be careful in the city. There's a lot that can happen. And with that, he turns back to the Darrow and starts motioning for them to continue their work. Doesn't even glance at you all again.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded like a threat.
I know, right?
I don't.
But not surprised.
Jimjar just looks at you and goes, I don't like this.
Neither do I, but what the fuck are we supposed to do about it?
No, I mean that the city is not usually corrupt.
Mm.
People are terrible, but the city is very strict.
So you think that he would have gotten caught by now?
I think that this is not usual behavior,
Mm.
and I am curious as to what brought it on.
Should we report it to his supervisors?
We do not want to draw attention to ourselves any more than we already have.
Maybe we slip in invisibly and leave them a little note.
Have fun.
That is interesting. However, we are travelers. We are non-Durgar, and he is a Durgar captain.
Correct.
Personally, I do not want to get on his bad side or anyone else.
Of course. I just meant invisibly, like, write a note on guard captain's desk, and
Ah, you mean the black
That
skull.
is what's on the nameplate. Guard captain.
yes.
It's a really long nameplate.
Yeah. She had to get an extra long desk to accommodate it.
Yeah.
But of course I don't write in undercommons, so
Damn shame.
I know.
We should go get food.
Yes, let's find some food and
Yeah, and
accommodation.
also late, but there were also at the orc also had some healing potions.
Good to
We
know.
have a
I
couple.
completely, yeah,
We have-
because I also completely forgot.
We have 2 graders.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
think I'm carrying a normal? At least I have it on my sheet.
I also have 3 healing kits.
I too have a healer's kit. I'm not proficient with it, but I could play with it. Just in case.
I would probably be quite efficient.
Also, I think
I have a +7 in medicine.
nice. I think oh wait, yeah, okay. So I was thinking the Kuotoa gave you some, but yes, they did. They gave you healing potions. Okay.
Bummer. Kelsey's computer is restarting itself.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks. I think we're not going to be going too much further. Probably when you get to the end,
Okay.
we'll cut it for today.
okay.
So
Cool. Oh, we have 4 common health potions and 2 greater.
okay,
So I think we're okay. We should be okay.
it's up to you.
I think we don't have enough
Yes,
money
what
to
day
say
I
we're
want.
not okay.
All right. So Fargus leads you to one of the only inns that is in the Dark Lake district, and leads you inside. It's packed full of people. Not many Durgar, but dwarves, deep gnomes, and you see a few barmaids behind the bar serving drinks and food. There's some waiters that are running food across the floors, and stairs that lead up, presumably to rooms.
So yeah, we should probably Get some rooms.
Yeah.
And
All
then-
right.
Yeah.
Get some rooms, get some dinner, and get some rest.
Yeah. Chill for the first time in like an actual building in forever.
Right?
All right. So you approach one of the barmaids.
Of course.
All right. She is a dwarven woman. She's got blonde hair that is braided back and crowns her head. She's got a little bit of a beard that comes down and also is braided with a couple of beads.
Would I know of the hatred between dwarves and Duergar?
I don't know that Bella would have come in contact with. I mean, it's not exactly as if dwarves go around going, "Oh, I hate Duergar." So I mean, probably not.
Okay. Travis finds the number of dwarves here very disconcerting.
Yeah. A lot of them are shackled, from what you can tell. Some of
Okay.
them aren't, but a lot of them are. You approach the dwarven woman. Hello. What can I get you? Food, drink, rooms. We have it all.
All of the above.
Woman after my own heart. Why don't you go ahead and grab a table and we'll have some food and drink brought over. And you said you want rooms as well?
Yes, there are a
You could
few
probably
of us.
double up. Depending. Yeah, because there's Bella, Callie, Bella, Mikey, get Ale, Jim Jar,
And Fargus.
and
If
Fargus.
you want Fargus to stay with you.
So it's
So that's
1,
7?
2, 3, 4 girls. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do 2 rooms, boys and girls.
All right. That'll be 3 silver each for the rooms.
Okay.
And how long are you looking to keep them?
We'll just say for tonight and possibly tomorrow.
So 2.
But if yeah, we'll go ahead and reserve them for 2 days.
All right. That'll make it 6 gold. I mean, not 6 gold. 6 silver per room. So 1 gold piece and 2 silver.
Yeah.
And the food, that'll be about 2 copper per person. We also have the wonderful Dark Lake Ale. It is a stout brewed by our Musgard clan that we have specially brought in for our paying customers.
That sounds quite refreshing.
That'll be 1 silver per cup. Yeah, that works.
Do you know where we might find some dried goods that we could take back with us?
Well, I don't sell that here. However, the general goods store will probably have some that you can take with you.
Good,
Traveling food and such.
You say this this ale is brought in from where does it come?
We have it brought in from the clan who brews it, across the city.
Oh, okay. Are you a dwarf?
I am indeed.
Could
The beard gave it away, didn't you?
Yes.
I know, it is lovely.
Could I do an insight check to see if, she seems like a slave or is here of her own free volition?
Go ahead. Make an insight check.
Maybe if she was somebody that can be trusted with questions.
You're not sure. There's There's a lot of noise. You're being jostled by people. She's also having to take other orders while talking to you. It's difficult to tell.
I look at Callie. Should we ask her?
Let's get a better read on the place first before we start asking questions.
Okay. That should be all we need for now. We appreciate your help.
Of course, I appreciate your business. I'm Malara.
Hello, Malara. I'm Bella. How did you come to be in the Underdark?
Oh, you know, a little of this, a little of that, a little of slavery, and a little bit of freeing. As does most people who end up in the Underdark, and specifically here in Gracklestug.
So you are free currently?
Currently, let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't happen to know... I think our paths might have been similar. A way out?
Of the Underdark.
Yes.
Come down here, not of your own volition, did you? Well, I, currently don't have the roads mapped out. I've been here for quite a few years of this place now. So unfortunately I can't help you in that regard. But, I can serve you some good food.
Okay. That is quite, perfect. And, no, we found our way down here, and the tunnel that we followed seems to have collapsed, and we're just looking for alternate exits.
Of course. She leans forward. I would keep that to yourselves if you're wishing to stay out of chains.
Seems like a good decision.
And she leans back and gives a bright smile. All right, I'll have the food brought right over to you. And bustles off to serve some other people down the bar.
Cool.
Question, Travis, out of character.
Uh-huh.
Bella didn't start off as a slave, did she?
Yes, she did. She was.
Oh, she did,
was captured
but separate
too.
from the rest of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was just in a different cell.
Oh.
Yeah, she was in a different camp.
Okay.
There are multiple
Are they
drow
here?
slave
Or fixing to
camps
be?
throughout the Underdark, and she was in a separate one.
Okay.
Well, that's why you read Discord, woman. So Chelsea will be here shortly.
Okay. All right.
Is this a good place to stop, or are we gonna keep going?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and stop it here. You guys, food is brought over. It's the best food. It's actual, like, homemade dwarven food. It's the best you've had in weeks. You have amazing ale, and rooms to sleep in with actual beds and blankets.
Yay!
You're in the exact same... No, you're not. You're not in that channel. Never mind. Oops.
All right, but I think that's where we'll go ahead and call it for today. You guys have made it to Gracklestug and are on your way.
Awesome.
Yay!
This was fun. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now.